thought that maybe you'd like to live out of an RV or a travel trailer for a short period of time, or maybe a long period of time? Well, we did just that this summer.
Yeah, we visited 6 states, 8 national parks, and we tried over 130 new beers. We're excited to look back at this once-in-a-lifetime experience.
So sit back, grab some popcorn, better yet, grab your favorite beer and enjoy our grand adventure. So for the past week, well, a little bit over a week, we have been basing ourselves out of Livingston, Montana.
Yeah, in the past week we've been, working from home, well, our home, mobile home, or travel trailer. So yeah, we've been documenting our adventures this past week in Livingston, and we're excited to share with you guys. Golfing?
Yes.
We're golfing.
at the Artist Paint Pots in Yellowstone National Park. Right before we got here, we kind of had a really awesome experience.
Later.
It is so windy right now, and over there is the river where we were this morning on the suspension bridge.
How's it going?
Good, how you guys?
Good.
On the way back down.
Yeah.
This last little piece is challenging.
Bearcat,
Yeah. But once you get up there, then the wind and can't hear yourself talk or anything.
Take a couple pictures and I'm out of here.
That's what we're doing. Yeah. I'm not a rock climber.
Yeah.
Nor do I want to ever be one. Well, how was that?
Day one in Yellowstone National Park, our third hike of the day, and it was a little bit of a doozy.
Yeah, I'll say that.
About 4.5-ish miles.
Yeah, round trip, out and back. But
And-
it's almost all uphill to start for the first 2 and whatever change miles.
And there's also rock scrambling. And there's also icy snow.
Little glacier climbing, kind
right
of.
on the sticks.
So
We're kind of amateur hikers, but we did it. We're almost done with the hike, and I'm super proud of both of us.
yeah, it was good. It was fun. So now we can eat lunch at 3 o'clock p.m. But yeah, I think we're gonna wrap it up for the day.
Wrap it up for the day, head to the visitor center, and we'll be back tomorrow. Not
you
the same
then.
hike though.
Yeah.
Early the next morning.
Day 2, Yellowstone National Park.
Starting off in Mammoth Hot Springs, you can see behind us.
We're kind of in the lower area now,
Yep.
and gonna move up into some of the upper terrace area in just a bit. Pretty much looks like mini Grand Prismatic Spring. We visited there last summer.
Flashback.
We have kind of had a really awesome experience.
Yeah, we were leaving the upper terrace of Mammoth Hot Springs, and the way you leave there, it's a one-way, so it's kind of winding. It takes like 10 minutes to get out of there, but towards the end of it, there was cars stopped in front of us, just in the middle of the road. We were like, what are they doing?
Heck. There's a bear right there. of our milestones we wanted to see while we were in Yellowstone was a bear at a safe distance.
Yes.
While we were in our vehicle. So check, done and done. In St. Mary, Montana, which is just on the east side of Glacier National Park. Oh, hey there, friends.
We'll edit that out.
What the heck? We are now in St. Mary, Montana, which is just on the east side of Glacier National Park.
Yeah, we're coming at you a couple days after our arrival because let's just say we had an eventful past couple of days. We left Livingston, Montana, which is about an hour north of Yellowstone, into a winter weather storm advisory. There was probably, I don't know, 30 to 50 mile an hour crosswinds pulling the travel trailer. So that was fun. That's about the only way I can describe that. And when we got here, I don't think the wind stopped for 3 days.
Pretty much just kind of holed up in the trailer from Monday until Wednesday, and we finally kind of ventured out a little bit more and gonna do a little bit of exploring around St. Mary. There isn't a ton, honestly. It's pretty remote, but we're really looking forward to seeing the rest of Glacier.
There it goes. Good the moosey. Put him on video.
Well, now I need to just finish my beer. Got my shoes on real quick.
That was cool.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Good morning from Glacier National Park. We're super excited to add yet another national park to our list of ones we've explored.
Yeah, it's been a pretty eventful week. I think we've planned our weekend here probably 3 times now. We finalized what we think is going to be our plan last night. So we have some hikes on the docket for today. It was raining this morning. It looks like it's supposed to hold off, so maybe we'll be able to get those in.
3 days in Glacier National Park. So a little bit of a bummer. We got to the Jackson Glacier pull-off area right off of going to the Sun Road, and we found out that
the road is closed. There's avalanche conditions, so as we mentioned earlier, we got some snow. We got a little snow where we were staying, but obviously higher elevations got more. Park ranger just pulled through and they opened the gate and they went through, and there's snow right around the bend up there, and it's pretty dangerous for avalanche conditions. So yeah, I mean, we're gonna get to do maybe one hike that we planned on doing. So I guess we're gonna turn around and make the best of it. But I mean, if you're planning on coming to Glacier, I would definitely say wait until July. July or August are probably more kind of prime time. It's a little bit early in June because I mean, we've experienced winter storm warnings and winter storms here, which is insane. Yeah, it's crazy. We could go to Virginia Falls.
Yeah, that's just might as well.
What else are we gonna do today? Hey, good morning. Day 2 here in Glacier National Park. We're starting off in the Two Medicine area.
So yesterday, the Going to the Sun Road was closed due to avalanche hazard. We're not quite sure if it's closed again today, but we thought for efficiency's sake we would start in this area and do a hike this morning and then check back to see if we can drive the Going to the Sun. We're staying in St. Mary, Montana. There is an entrance to Glacier National Park from there. However, once you enter at that point, you're right on the Going to the Sun Road, which part of it is closed. You also need reservations in 2022 for it during peak season. But we entered in the Two Medicine area, which we had to drive south on Highway 89 to enter at this point. And you also can drive north to the Mini Glacier area, and both of those areas of Glacier actually avoid the Going to the Sun Road.
Whoa. Made it.
Whitefish, Montana. This is our last stop in Montana before we head west to Washington.
We've been up to some things this week as we explore within the city of Whitefish, but we're really excited to show you a really awesome tour that we've been really looking forward to. So we're here in Skico Bay on Wild Horse Island that is within Flathead Lake.
So Wild Horse Island is known for none other than wild horses. It's also known for ospreys, eagles, and I think they're not mountain sheep, they're
Like the large horn sheep.
bighorn sheep.
Yeah.
There we go, bighorn sheep.
Bighorn, not large horn.
Not large horn, bighorn, same thing. The only way you can access this island is via boat or kayak or canoe. It is a part of the Montana State Park system, so be respectful of the rules, pack it in, pack it out. We're curious to see what we can see.
Yeah, let's go check it out.
Shot. Get on the green.
Welcome to Winthrop, Washington. Have been basing ourselves out of Winthrop, Washington.
Yeah, it's just on the southeastern side of North Cascades National Park.
So it's really cool. The downtown area is very historic. As you can kind of see around us, it has a very old Western style vibe. There are a lot of kind of restaurants, places to have drinks, and boutique shops. So definitely check it out. But we're actually going to the driving range if we ever find it.
So we're golfing Bear Creek Golf Course in Winthrop, Washington on a Friday afternoon.
It's a little bit of a steamy one out here. It's super nice. It was kind of raining as we started, but ended up being a beautiful day. Hoping that goes into the weekend because we have a lot of hiking and exploring in the North Cascades National Park this weekend.
Stay tuned.
Say it again.
Say it again.
Say what you said about my drive.
You outdrove me on hole 1.
Oh, okay. So, our first hike in North Cascades in July. I have never in my life seen this much snow in July. And I mean, I grew up in northern Minnesota where I'm used to snow. I grew up with snow, but this is just wild.
What?
Do you think it's that way or this way?
Probably, oh shit, I don't know.
I think
Might be this way. Pretty crazy. Beautiful though. Still crazy.
just finished, actually sort of finished, our first hike of the day. at the same trailhead as Maple Pass. We set out to do around a 2-mile hike to Rainy Lake. It didn't go quite as planned though.
Yeah, there was a little bit of ice shelf, snow shelf, I don't know, melting snow, but yeah, it was probably, I don't know, maybe 0.2 of a mile long. We made it halfway through. I stepped on a piece of hard pack snow and I fell through, and I kind of heart dropped a little bit, and I was like, I didn't know if I was gonna stop, but I fortunately stopped, and I was like, okay, that's my limit. We're gonna turn around and go back.
So definitely when you're out hiking, know your limits, be prepared with the proper gear, and if a trail goes beyond the limits you're comfortable with, just don't push it. It's not worth it.
Yep, and have a plan for sure.
Catch wreck. Catch wreck.
So we're here in the North Cascades for day 2. We are at Diablo Lake Overlook right now, which is super beautiful. Just hoping that today we don't make the same mistakes as yesterday with taking the wrong trails. So
yeah, it seems to be our recurring theme is rain. Rain.
Yes.
Everywhere we've been, I think it's rained at least one day.
So hoping the weather clears up.
Yep.
So we made it for the epic view with all of the fog.
Can't get this view at ground level though. You can see the highway a little bit. That's about it.
Yep. Kind of seems to be the theme today. We stopped at the visitor center and just took the small boardwalk that is right behind it, and there's supposed to be kind of a view of a mountain range behind us, but the theme today is fog.
Big old nuts.
Welcome to Anacortes, Washington. So we are here at Cascades Park in Anacortes, which there are awesome views of the San Juan Islands behind us, and then on kind of the other side you can see the marina and downtown Anacortes. Today we're super excited what we're gonna go do.
Yeah, we're gonna go try to find some whales. Yeah, we've never done a whale watching trip, so we're hoping to see something today.
How are you all today?
Pretty good, how are you? Well, I didn't throw up.
Hey guys! We had a great experience in Port Angeles. We stayed on a beach, hiked a ton, and we even had time for a couple of wineries. Stay tuned. We're going to show you the 7 amazing things we did during our stay. So the theme of Olympic National Park apparently seems to be second time the charm.
Yeah, we're walking the Hall of Mosses currently in the Hoh Rainforest. We tried to come out here yesterday. I think we were trying to enter around 10:30 in the morning, so not super late, but there's signs along the entrance when you get about 5 miles away from the visitor center that says an hour wait from this point, hour and a half wait from this point. I think we were in between the hour and the hour and a half wait.
So we ended up turning around because we just didn't want to sit and wait. And then we just started our day today and headed straight here. We were here by about 8 a.m. and that seemed to be perfect because there was plenty of parking.
We're at Livingston Golf Club here in Angeles, Washington.
It's kind of situated up on a hill. There are some amazing views, as you can see behind us. Over there you can kind of see Port Angeles and the ocean, and then you kind of pan over this way over here, and there's mountains. It's just absolutely stunning.
It's pretty awesome.
freezing, raining, which seems to be the theme when we go to national parks. Crazy waves, and there's freaking people surfing. You gotta be kidding me. So let's try this again. We were here yesterday and it was raining pretty much sideways. We were drenched, freezing cold, so we're back.
We are back. Hopefully the rain holds off. I think it's gonna take about hour and a half to get out to Hole in the Wall.
On Rialto Beach.
On Rialto Beach.
National Park. It's a little foggy, but yeah, hoping it kind of clears up a little bit, but it's better than rain.
Yep, agreed.
We're soaked already because of this crazy little river thing, whatever, kind of on the beach. But it is beautiful.
Tide pools all the way Hole in the Wall. Low tide only. You can't come in any other time. It has to be low tide.
So we made it.
It was pretty cool, yeah.
It's right back behind us. It's kind of before a lot of people started getting there, so definitely get there early.
Come early.
But you definitely want to keep your footing.
Yeah, I slipped and fell. I was just going too fast. There's rocks on the, once you go through the arch on the other side, there's a lot of
Kelpie stuff on the rocks.
Yeah, it makes it pretty slick.
It's always better to kind of step on the more yellow colored, like barnacle stuff that's more dried out, because that like helps you grip. But definitely want to check out the tide pools, like under the arch, in front of, on the other side. We saw so many cool things in there, including a starfish.
Yeah, starfish. There was crab. There was a couple little
anemones.
Anemones.
Said that right?
Yeah.
But it was really cool. I really wanted to see tide pools at Olympics, so check that off the list.
What are we doing?
Hiking.
Hiking. Hiking with Barkley.
Yeah, so
we brought Barkley with.
On the trails near Lake Crescent that allow dogs. Some of them allow dogs, but not all.
Yeah, correct. So we're on a hike called Devil's Punch Bowl. So we'll see what's in the bowl when we get there. Well, the punch bowl looks very drinkable.
Probably has a little blue carrots on here.
Barkley has no fear going into the non-lit tunnel. Unlit, non-lit.
Stay to the right, Barkley.
Where are we today?
We're in Port Angeles, Washington.
What are we doing?
Right now, drinking beer.
Drinking beer, one of our hobbies. What did we do today?
We explored different parts of Yellowstone National Park.
Did we get rained out in Pacific Northwest, U.S.?
Yes. Clayton also forgot his rain jacket.
I did forget my rain jacket.
A previous trip where we went to Mexico and he forgot his sunglasses. So, PSA, don't forget your rain jacket if you're coming to the Pacific Northwest.
Good morning from Mt Rainier National Park. Right behind us is the southeast entrance. It's a pretty iconic entrance, I think, for the park. So this is our first stop, and looking forward to a day full of hiking. Heather climbing up the mountain. Is that Mount Everest? No. Mount Vesuvius? No. Mt Rainier. So this is what you get when you go to a national park in the end of July, but you're over 5,000 feet in elevation. You get to walk in snow. It's not too bad, actually. Heather has trekking poles. I don't, but it's not too bad.
So we have completed a handful of hikes in Mt Rainier. There are a lot of hikes kind of off of the, what is it, like the Sky something trail?
Skyline Trail.
Yeah, that's right behind the Paradise Inn. But I mean, we're not mountain people. We're flabbergasted with how much snow there still is. Yeah, I mean, look at the mountain behind us, and then we're gonna kind of pan over here. It's just absolutely nuts.
Also, we hiked up, so and Heather's falling, but it's okay. She's got her poles out, her trekking poles. So we're
trying to make our way back down.
Yeah,
in the snow. So
yeah, we're turning around. Yeah, we're turning around because we have a lot of other hikes we want to get done today. We probably did what, maybe 75% of this one. Yeah. We got some good views up there, but we're not going all the way.
Plus the snow just makes it a lot harder. As it gets warmer, it gets really slick and yeah, just a little dicey. So
yep.
Be careful.
It's a nice little view for our stroll. It's not bad, I don't hate it. Oh wow, is that a glacier, Heather? The mountains are blue. That definitely means it's ready to drink. Wow. We're in Eatonville, Washington.
Close to Rainier National Park.
We're on a hike. I can't even tell you the name of it.
Glacier Trail.
Yeah, there you go.
And it goes to some falls as well. But it's pretty close to kind of the downtown area of Eatonville. So if you want to get out hiking, you're in the area, but don't necessarily want to go all the way to the national park, this is a great option for you. Dudes, what are your thoughts?
They're cloudy. Wah wah. That's our view of Haystack Rock today. Dense fog.
The next stop on our grand adventure was near Mount Hood, Oregon. We checked out a lot of awesome things like waterfalls. We stopped in Portland at one of our favorite breweries, so definitely stay tuned to see what we were up to. Prepping for that Texas heat at the brewery Great Notion in Portland. We have to be on the patio because of our lovely little furry companion. Portland is under heat advisory, but you know, the things we will do for you know, good beer.
Yeah, our travel trailer and truck
is right
way down over there. You can probably barely see it.
I'm zooming in. You can see it just barely. Ooh, that's way too zoomed into your face.
We did move though.
Oh gosh, we're
like
not getting into it.
3.5 blocks away, and I was sweating bullets.
Cheers to good beers.
Hi. We're super sweaty. Yeah.
So we're at the top of Multnomah Falls, which is located in the Columbia River Gorge, a scenic area with a lot of waterfalls in Oregon.
Yeah, I was going to say the waterfall I think is about 800 feet. It's the tallest waterfall in Oregon.
Yeah.
So it's really cool. It's
Really beautiful.
really beautiful to see. The bad part is getting here.
Really steep.
It's really steep. It's all steep. Obviously, you climb that 800 feet in about a mile. So it's definitely doable, but pace yourself and bring water and you'll be fine.
Especially if it's over 90 degrees.
Yeah, before we left, we got a heat advisory for the weekend. So it's 94, 95 now, and I think it's not getting any cooler.
It's going to be a steamy one.
It's going to be a steamy one. But views are awesome, though. Definitely recommend. Yep, we're gonna go kayaking down the Snake River. I think this is the Snake River.
I believe so.
Yeah, we're gonna go
to Shoshone Falls,
Yep.
which is actually known as being the Niagara Falls of the West. So we're super pumped to get out on the water. It's a little bit longer of a paddle, but it should be a nice day. So we are officially halfway to Shoshone. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but anyway, Shoshone Falls via kayak right now. Behind us is Pillar Falls, which is 2 miles from when we started. We're about halfway there, and we can't wait to see Shoshone Falls.
Heavier back here with the backpacks.
Yeah. I mean, I could have just kept going. To Shoshone Falls, the Niagara Falls of the West, is pretty amazing, kind of wavy, but we're just trying not to get too close at this point.
Observing at a safe distance. That's what we like to do.
But it's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Hello, so we are at the visitor center in Twin Falls, Idaho, and we actually were
Right there.
just down on the river kayaking under the bridge not too long ago.
Update from the road. Barkley's panting. We're both hungry. And we are waiting at a light in the middle of nowhere.
We have snacks. I don't want snacks. I want something else.
We need some substantial food.
And we don't even have internet signal, so I can't even work on my laptop.
Or listen to music.
Poo. First world problems.
So we made it back to Oregon, and today we're super excited to be exploring
Crater Lake National Park,
as you can see behind us. So stay tuned. We have some hikes and more stuff planned for today.
almost to the top.
So we're hiking to the highest peak in Crater Lake National Park. Apologies, I'm a little winded because I'm a flatlander, but first switchback, just had to share my favorite quote, that the switches before the bitches. So we made it to the top, the highest point in Crater Lake National Park. It wasn't easy, but we did it.
Wasn't too bad. I mean, if we would have done this hike at the beginning of our trip, it probably would have been pretty horrible, but I think we've acclimated a little bit to the elevation a little better. We've been on more hikes, so we're in better conditioned hiking shape. So
well, the elevation gain doesn't get to us.
Yeah, yeah. And speaking of elevation gain, I think it's like 1,300 feet or so.
Yeah, it's about 1,200 per my watch, but yeah. I mean, all trails and some other things said it was about 1,500, so kind of really surprised that it was less, because it usually ends up being more.
And the trailhead marker when we got here said it was a strenuous hike, and it was 1,500 feet in elevation. Neither one of those I think are accurate. So we're not avid hikers, but we did it, so cool.
So we've been staying in Trinidad, California, and we are now exploring the Redwoods, which they're actually
huge. To put it
they are.
bluntly.
Seriously.
The trunks are as big as cars.
It's insane.
Biggest tree I've ever seen.
But what I wasn't aware of is the Redwoods are actually, it's a national and state park. So parts of it are state park of California, and it's also a national park, which is kind of cool.
Good morning from Northern California. We are in the Redwoods National
slash
State Park. Yeah, exactly. That's why I looked at you.
This morning we got a permit and we are hiking the Tall Trees Trail.
Exactly.
Okay, that's good. It's just like almost unreal. How big they are.
Don't move the tree, just cut a hole out of it so you can walk through it. A couple tunnels. Oh.
Don't hit your head.
That was so much fun, they had to make room for two. So we had to do it again.
It is cool. I like it.
It is cool. So, it's one of the smaller redwoods.
Yeah.
It's about as tall as heather though. Well, almost 6 feet in diameter.
Just a few elk out here this morning.
So Heather, what's the verdict?
That we can never go to overlooks, apparently, that have great views, because they're always foggy. So.
Snaky, snaky. Sneaky, snaky. Oh, he's slithering. He's moving.
Like to eat apples and bananas.
Beautiful view of fog again.
So we got to the drive-through tree. There's actually 3 drive-through trees in the Redwoods area, but we are driving a truck. We barely got in, like maybe a foot, and I think we're just going to throw it in reverse.
Take 2. Yeah, go ahead.
Beat. The tall trees tail. Or trail. Tall trees trail.
Tall trees tail.
Tall. I don't know what we're saying.
Okay, so we made it to Petaluma, California.
Which is in the Sonoma Valley, which is in wine country. It's Monday and we're golfing, and it's kind of crazy. On one side there is an airport, and we've been watching planes land and fly overhead, and then on the other side it's grapevines. I mean, honestly, a few of our favorite things: travel and drinks. So it's me in liquid form.
That beer's really good.
So Clayton, tell me about your favorite beer that you've had so far at Russian River Brewing Company. What is it like?
My favorite beer, or the one I just had?
The one you just had, and tell me about, like, describe what you just said to me about it.
Okay, so the beer I just had is called the Citra Flash Mob IPA, and it tastes like grass.
Yum!
It reminds me of like mowing the grass on a hot summer day, and then cracking a cold beer after, and you get a little bit of grass clippings on the rim because you're all dirty and sweaty, and it drops about just like,
That's perfect. So you like to drink grass?
I'm eating my dreams.
What is that?
I don't know. I think it's like an emu or an ostrich or something.
It's an emu.
baseball game of the year. We normally go to a lot of baseball games. New stadium though. New stadium. With the fam.
The fam.
Hi, I'm the fam.
Where are we?